Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and today I want to start a new project on my channel. I know I'm not the best at keeping up with the projects I start and with the series I start on my channel. I just have to figure out what works for me and what not, because my channel is pretty young. It's just over 1 year old and I don't know, I'm still learning what videos are the most fun for me and are the easiest to incorporate into my daily life and everything, so just bear with me. But I hope that this project is one that I will stick to, because I really want to do it and I really want to continue doing it. So what I want to start is a project pen and it's called Pen Those Eyeshadows. Recently I've started to follow a lot of penning YouTube channels and also some Instagram accounts. And I enjoy it so much that I really wanted to start my own project pen. And because I love eyeshadow so much and my channel is mainly focused on eyeshadow, I think eyeshadow specific project pens are the best and the most fitting for my channel. So I really hope that you like this content. I don't know, we have to figure it out together. So I have seen this project on a lot of different channels and I will link all of my favorite project penning channels down below. And I will also try to figure out who was the first one that did this project, and I will link that channel also down below. So you will find a lot of project penning channels in my description box today, so check it out please. Now let's start with my rules. So I will use my phone and two apps that I have on my phone to pick randomly a palette out of my collection, and then also randomly one eyeshadow of this palette. So I have two different apps that help me with that, and I will not be using any ColourPop palettes in my project pen because I already use them a lot, and also because the pens are magnetic. I like to use them as single shadows, and for duping purposes and also for pictures on Instagram and everything, it would be better if there isn't too much pen in them. So I don't really try to not pen them, but I really don't want to force myself to pen them even more than I already do. So I'm not going to include ColourPop palettes. Maybe I'll change that up later on, but for now I just stick to my other palettes. I'm going to pick 5 eyeshadows, and whenever I hit pen on one of them, or if I use them 20 times, I will roll them out. So I'll just try to hit pen or use them 20 times, and then I will be rolling them out and I will be generating new colors. So I want to come back every month and talk about how I use them, and I'm also thinking about creating looks with them, but you just have to let me know if you want to see looks with my project pen eyeshadows. So if you want to follow along this project, please hit the subscribe button, and now let's open our apps and start picking some eyeshadows. Now this is one of the apps that I'm going to use. It's called Tiny Decisions, and I just put all my eyeshadow palettes in this wheel, and now we are going to spin it, and let's see what our first palette is going to be. It's my Anastasia Norvina palette. Then let's choose the next palette. My Jeffree Star Alien palette. It's kind of cool, I love both of these palettes. Okay, so the next one is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, and it's the Ring the Alarm palette. So we have 3 palettes already. Let's see what the next one is going to be. Okay, so the next one is my W7 On The Rocks palette. So we have 4 palettes already, 1 more to go. It's the Makeup Revolution Avocado palette. So the 5 palettes that have been chosen are my Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, my Jeffree Star Alien palette, my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette, my W7 On The Rocks palette, and my Makeup Revolution Avocado palette. So I'm going to bring all the palettes here, and then we can see what eyeshadows we're going to pick. Okay, so here's my Norvina palette. You can see it's a bit used already. I have a pretty good dip in this shade and in this one and also in this one, but the mattes are very pigmented, so you can barely see a dip in one of those. But I really do love this palette, and I'm so excited to see what color we are going to pick. Okay, so we have 14 eyeshadows in here. So I will use this app here. I hope that you can see it. Sorry for the reflections. This is called Random Number Generator. And you can see here, I put in 1 to 14, and I'm going to choose one eyeshadow. So I'm just clicking here on Generate. And we got the number 3. So the color that has been picked is the color Wild Child here. It's a very beautiful, a bit more sheerer, pinky peachy duochrome color, and it's a very beautiful topper shadow, and I really like to use it. So it has a pretty good dip already going on, and I'm pretty sure that I can hit pan on this color, especially now that I'm focusing on it. So I'm pretty glad that I got this color picked, because I think it's the easiest one out of this palette to hit pan on. So I'm very excited for this one. I really wanted to start this project now because I want to start a Pandit palette project at the beginning of the next year. So I just wanted to try and hit pan in some other eyeshadows before I start that project, and just to see how long it will take to hit pan on an eyeshadow. So I'm already sure what palette I'm going to pick, and it's none of the ones that are in this project, so it's perfect. Now I'm going to swatch this color for you. It's very light and it has a beautiful shimmer to it. Okay, so that's our first eyeshadow. So the next one is my Alien palette. I have to hold it like this because it's not fitting into frame otherwise. And there are 18 eyeshadows in here, so I'm going to generate 1 out of 18 eyeshadows. Now here's our app, and now let's generate. Okay, so it's the number 16. Number 16 is this eyeshadow here. It's called Probe, and it's one of my favorite eyeshadows of this palette, so I'm pretty glad that it got picked. So I would be happy with a lot of the shadows in here because this is one of my favorite eyeshadow palette, and so I was pretty happy to get it chosen. I love this color to deepen up my outer corner. This is one of these shadows that has a brownish, purplish base to it, and then it shifts to a dark teal or green color. I think that Sydney Grace has a single shadow like this. It's called Red Chameleon, and it's also part of the Mel Thompson palette, and in there I think it's called Scarab. So if you like a color like this, maybe get the one from Sydney Grace. And also ColourPop has a pretty good version of this color. I love the shade from ColourPop. It's a single shadow and it's called Wishful Winking. So if you're interested in this color, you don't need this palette. But I'm really glad that I got this color picked because I love it. So I'm going to swatch it next to Wild Child from the Norvina palette. And I hope that you can see it. Yes, I think here you can see the shift and the brownish base and then the green pigment on top. So it's a beautiful eyeshadow. I'm very glad that I got these two. So basically 2 of my favorite eyeshadows. Then next we have the Ring the Alarm palette by Morphe x Jaclyn Hill. It's part of the Vault collection, and I'm a bit afraid of this one because there are mainly warm tones in this palette, so I don't know how much I can use them because I rarely use warm tones on me, but let's see. I think the best pick would be Lolly, but I don't think that I am so lucky to get this one. And another one that would be great is Frame because it's more of a burgundy shade. Really like that one. And I think Secret would be good too because it's a very dark brown color, and I could use it as a liner, so it wouldn't be too hard to use it 20 times, but I don't think that I could hit pan on it. So let's see. Okay, I just put something over the mirror here so that you don't get blinded. Now there are 10 eyeshadows in this palette. So I'm generating 1 eyeshadow out of 10. And it's number 1. And it's Lolly. I can't believe it. Okay, today has to be my lucky day because I think this is the easiest one to use it 20 times or to hit pan on. I'm so glad. I'm so excited to see what progress I can get in 1 month. Oh, that's such a beautiful, lovely duochrome between a pink and a peach. has a beautiful shift. It's a bit deeper than Wild Child, but I think these two will go so nicely together. Oh my god, I can't believe it. So far I'm loving the color story. So this one here is a dupe for the Subculture palette. Okay, I'm again just putting something over the mirror here. Now we have 14 eyeshadows in here. Now let's generate a number. Number 2. Okay, so we got the second shade. It's called Moscato. And it's a very light, very nice peachy color. It's perfect as a transition shade for me. It's very light, so I think it will be very easy to use it at least 20 times, or maybe even to hit pan on, I don't know. But I will try to use it a lot. And I'm not sure if you can even see it, it's almost my skin color, so I think I could use it with every look that I create. It's a very nice, very light color. Okay, so that's the first matte shadow that I got. I'm excited for that one. And now let's see what my last eyeshadow will be. So next I have the Avocado palette by Makeup Revolution. I really love this palette, but I don't use it a lot, and I'm so glad that it got picked because I really want to dig into this palette more. So in here are 18 eyeshadows, and I can't wait to see what colors got chosen for me. So it's 1 out of 18. And it's the number 10. So number 10 is this one here. It's called Green Gold. And it's basically what the name says. It's a duochrome between a green and a gold. And I have a tutorial up on my channel with this palette. I really like this palette. So I hope that I will be using the other shades together with this shadow. And I'm so glad that I got a shimmer shadow from here because the mattes are beautiful too, but I love the shimmers in here. So I'm going to swatch it. So this is really a very nice duochrome color, and it's this bright light green, and then it has a shift to a gold. So this is a beautiful color. Oh my god, I'm so happy with these colors. It would be so hard if I would have gotten a very warm toned brown or bronzy color, but with these 5 I think I will have no problem at all. So let's see how this month will go. I'm so happy to start this project, and I can't wait to see what my progress will be. This is my first ever official project pen. I tried to pen other things in my collection and I wasn't very successful so far, so I can't wait to see how this project will be going. And I think I will be updating you in 1 month, so maybe at the end of the month or at the beginning of the next month then. And I'm so excited to see how much use I can get out of these eyeshadows. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I know it was a bit different than usual, but I really hope that you like these overhead shot videos because I love them. Thank you all so much for watching. I wish you all a beautiful day.